Hey everybody, welcome back to Mildcore Gaming and our playthrough of the Banner Saga 2. I am Yemmer. I am bad at video games. I make mistakes so you don't have to. If that's what you're into, please like, subscribe, follow, share, all that fun stuff. We put out new videos every day. And here we are back at our camp. In the off stream, I did manage to complete 2 training sessions. It took me a couple tries to do each of them because they're very specific and you have to meet certain very specific criteria. But it was enough to get. I was able to level up Rook to 7, Hakan to 6, and Ivor to 6. And Oddleaf is at 4 now. Um, I've decided to go with Oddleaf because Nid's cool, but I like Oddleaf. So we're going to try and get Oddleaf leveled up and everything. And we need some renown to do that. Ivor and Rook, these guys are like way over. They can get several levels here. Mogre, 25 out of 11, 26 out of 15, and 28 out of 19. So I'm trying. This is our main lineup: Ivor, Mogre, Hakan, Rook, Ivan, and Oddleaf. Um, but I've learned with this game that depending on your decisions and everything, you can't really get too attached to any one character because they can go away on you. So I'm trying to, of my active squad here, I'm trying to get the lowest ones up and bring them up. So Oddleaf just needs 2 more kills, and then Ivan, he needs a few more. But when they level up, they'll get priority. But as it is now, Ivor and no, Mogre needs priority. So I'm trying to, the lowest one, get everybody up instead of having one guy that's like way over. So we're only, I think, 10 days here. We have great morale. So we're going to go ahead and continue on. And I'm not seeing anything out here. You look at all the food freshly placed in the supply carts. What's all this about, you ask Oddleaf. The clansmen are trying to help as much as possible now, she says. Whenever they can, they'll forage for nuts and berries or fish and hunt. Oh, that's cool. She hands you a piece of fruit. They may not know how to fight, but they can keep us alive by keeping us fed, which is really, really important and very useful. Oh shit, we just got 10 supplies. I'll take it. Shouts from one of the rear longships grabs everyone's attention. The quick construction is proving faulty and the ship is taking on water fast. With dredge on the bank and all other ships almost at capacity, consider your options. Well, I asked the shipwrights for advice. We'll need her out of the water, says one. Nonsense, just plug the holes with some cloth and tar for now, says another. As they argue, clansmen begin jumping from the sinking vessel, grabbing for ropes and extended oars. Most make it aboard other ships, but not all. Well, crap. Well, so much for those. Oh, we have a village here. Excuse me. A crowd begins to cheer from one of the longships as a man struggles with his fishing net. As his catch nears the surface, some voice concerns. You're close enough to make out a large shape and what looks like fur or hair in the net. I'm going to keep watching. Bear cub, shouts the man with the net. Long dead. What's it mean? Superstitions blow across the ships like a gale. Talk of plagues and famine make eyes go wide. You notice Bulwark at the bow of his ship, staring at the cub and brooding more than usual. Huh. Got a ruined village or something coming up here, it looks like. And then we'll have... Oh. Time on the cramped longships is providing too much for the children. They're climbing ropes, interrupting rowers, and constantly leaning over the sides to touch the water. Some Varl and clansmen look annoyed. I'm going to move families to specific longships. You order the longships alongside each other before revealing your plan. Some are shocked and reluctantly follow, while others agree with your decision. The rearrangement takes more time than you expected, but the vessels are soon moving again, with children only climbing over those with children of their own. Okay. We're almost to whatever that is. Smoke from a village catches everyone's attention, and the longships begin to slow. I doubt these scraps of wood we're floating on can hold many more, Ivor says. You feel the governor's gaze on you as he slowly shakes his head. I'm going to say they might resupply us for our trouble. Ivor cocks an eyebrow. And who will resupply them when they realize the trade routes are blocked by dredge? You give them a look and wave the ships to shore. When the ships land, you and a few others rush towards the smoke. But the closer you get, the stranger the situation. There's no sounds of battle or people panicking to put out fires. Keep going, Bulwark growls. We'll see what the dead are carrying. The Varl's comment defies tradition, but so do many things about him. Sure, we'll go push on to the village to investigate. A barn is the only thing burning. No one is around. Unusual, Oddblue says. Some kind of trick? I'm going to say not sure, but let's look for supplies while we're here. The village is stripped of anything useful. Those around you are frustrated by the wasted effort. After a slow trudge back to the others, Ruga stands aboard a ship, shaking his head. Some thieving bandits ambushed us and took off in a supply ship while you were on your do-good mission, he says. We'll even be more crowded now. Glad you're at the helm. Well, whatever. Okay, looks like this might be something. Oh! Are clansmen forage for us now? A large clump of hazelnut trees looks like a good place for clansmen to stretch their legs and gather supplies. Once on land, the children laugh while kicking around leather-wrapped balls of rags. You notice a Varl on the edge of the clearing, silently staring into the woods. He's watching a lone dredge grunt stalk a squirrel. Might be 100 of them in these woods. The Varl's whisper is still loud enough to scare the squirrel and alert the grunt. It looks at you and the Varl before slowly backing up. I'm going to watch the dredge, track it if possible. The grunt runs away. You silently follow, but stop when you discover a clearing with a few small animal bones lying about. Meager meals for one. Near the bones stands a tiny statue of a dragon, and terror courses down your spine. You want to get away from it. Okay, this is a bad idea, but that's what I do. Fight your fear and take the statue. Each step towards the statue adds to your doubt until your hand wraps around it. You realize you've been holding your breath and sigh with relief. Oh, Gormer's statue. Back on the ship, the clansmen discuss your whole experience along with all the nuts they collected. Smiles appear on most faces. Okay, morale went up. Oh, we got some renown. A lot of supplies. Good, good, good.
Carved rock on a vacant island. Aselai's godstone almost looks lonely.
Ah, a godstone. Okay. Wait, are we no longer on the boats? Or are we just... She's even more beautiful than the songs say. So at the lead up here is our party of warriors we can use. And then it's just random everybody else. Oh. Oh. The clansmen in Varl are admiring the godstone when you notice some are missing. It's Bulwark and his ravens, Aleo says. They look rather upset by my music and all the singing, he shrugs. If they'd rather hang around that large cart instead of joining us, I won't take it personally. But come closer. Let me introduce you to Azalai, the god of streaming waters. Okay, my normal disclaimer and blanket apology for destroying names, languages, and just basically any word. I'm doing best. I'm not good at it, but I'm trying. So, she is the curves of every river, a guide for those of us traveling unfamiliar lands. The skald runs a finger over small etchings in the stone. Inscriptions from all those who were lost, but found a way back home with her help. Oh, listen to more of his tale. Some say her stone shows the struggle of leaving the familiar to see what's over the next hill. Aleo looks at the ropes tied around parts of her and smiles. Before the gods died, her stone supposedly stood tall and moved a few steps each year, so people were always trying to make sure she stays put. Aleo looks at you, grinning. Have you the strength to hold her, or a gift with which to entice her? I'll pull on one of the stronger ropes. You wrap your hands around one of the larger ropes and begin to pull. It feels as pointless as expected, and as Lay's godstone does not budge. Suddenly, you are joined by Hakan and Ivor, who lend their great strength. Others quickly join in until the rope snaps and everyone sprawls into a laughing heap. Oh, cool. Morale went up. You return to where the clansmen have set up camp and see someone. A woman in torn robes slip from your tent. She blends in with the other families, and after making sure nothing is amiss in your tent, you let it go. Huh. Oh. The number of clansmen and fighters shown here. Your caravan. If your caravan is assaulted en masse in a war situation, it is the fighters that protect the clansmen while your heroes fight the tactical battle. Okay. It is important to keep enough trained fighters available, but keep in mind that fighters consume more supplies than clansmen and are less effective at foraging. Okay. Speak to Sven in the training tent to start training some of your clansmen into battle-ready fighters. That's new. All right. Well, come on in and let's have a look at you, Sven, the trainer says. The trainer looks past you at some boys and girls eager to learn. Teaching fighting to the young, Sven muses. They won't go back to hunting and foraging for food, you know. Sure you want to go through with this? We need the protection. Sven blows out all his air through flapping lips. Then let's get it done. How many do you want fighting for you? Okay, let's go. We have 400 clansmen. So I'm going to say 100 fighters because we've only got 50. And I want enough clansmen to provide food. So we're going to do 100. We got enough food and water to last us a day and a half, Sven asks. Oh, that was a question. That's what it will take for me to break them from running at the first sign of trouble. All right, make it happen. Consider it done. Sven whistles through his missing teeth. Okay. Alright. Hold on, let's check. We have 12 renown. I want to check our heroes. I don't think 12 is enough, but let's check Mulder. Ah! I need one more. Dang it. All right. We'll come back to that. And he's going to get armor. Okay. So close. All right. I think this is Hakan. Yeah. The two Varl look deep in conversation, but Ivor catches your eye and waves you over. Hakan says, "So they've all armed themselves and are running from something, but what?" Ivor says, "Hakan's becoming a dredge scholar, trying to understand the motivation of our enemy." Hakan says, "It's just strange that we've never seen their women fight until recently. Good thing, too. We might have lost the Great Wars." You think about what to say. Okay. You know, I've been kind of curious about that too. It's like, has anyone ever talked to the dredge? Can they talk? Both Varl look at each other. Hakan says, "There are rumors that some have tried and been killed in the process." Ivor says, "A lot of nonsense. Scald tales about the sound of a dredge's voice making your skin fall off." We say, "So there's been no communication with the enemy. Is that normal?" Yeah, we have to remember, Rook was a hunter. He's not a warrior. He hunted at his village, and him and his daughter, that was their profession. It was when the dredge attacked that he just kind of got thrown into the position of leadership. Hakan says, "We were too busy killing to worry about a fireside chat. Besides, they only make warbling sounds." Ivor says, "I guess if anyone has talked to them, it'd be the Volca. But good luck getting them to give you a straight answer." The Volca are the menders like Ivor, or Juno and Ivan. What happened back then? Hakan says, "A great deal of killing on both sides. Imagine waking up to dredge attacks every night. Back then, the sun actually set. You'd wake up to a sound and see nothing but glowing eyes around you. Ingvar probably told you we never got close to pushing them back in the depths they call home." Ingvar, that's Ivor. That's his real name. He changed his name and kind of ran away and went to live in the same village as Rook. Rook says, "Actually, Ivor has never said much about the past." Hakan says, "Oh?" Ivor says nothing, just holds Hakan's stare. Hakan says, "Well, he's probably got more stories than you could hear in your short lifetime." And we say, "Juno says there's a darkness coming." Hakan replies, "But what Volcas say and mean aren't always the same. They speak in riddles and prophecy." Ivor says, "Still, it might explain why the dredge are everywhere, like someone kicked an anthill. Maybe whatever's coming hit them first." Hakan says, "Or maybe it's just a new tactic for a new war." We say, "If they've learned to crack the ground and call a giant serpent." Ivor says, "Then we're all dead and just don't know it yet." All right, I'll leave you two to figuring out the big issues. Ivor says, "You should know the clansmen have been talking about us killing women and children, dredge or not. It's not sitting well with everyone, which is probably the way it should be." Hakan says, if it's us or them, we make sure we're still standing. I'm bothered more by your decision to destroy Einartoft's bridge." Ivor says, "Let it go, Hakan. It was the best decision at the time." Hakan says, "To collapse a bridge that cost thousands of Varl lives to build? If it weren't for your damn horns, Ingvar, I'd swear you were an overgrown human." The two giants begin trading insults and you step away, letting them vent. Okay. We're good morale. Let's rest for a day. Get back up to great morale. And I think, yeah, we're ready to go. Continuing on. Ooh, broken. This is, oh. A desperate-looking lot of adults and varls stand on the shoreline, waving you down. You probably look similar going anywhere with Ivor. Oh, yeah. They look hungry, but can they be trusted? We're going to slow the boats and ask their needs. The basics, the varl says. Food, safety, trade routes are empty. Of the 24 humans, half look like they've seen battle. I want to say, come aboard. You'll have food and safety. Everyone carefully files onto a couple of the less burdened ships and starts eating. Clip, the varl says, which you take as his name and as his appreciation. Okay, more clansmen. Ooh, 12 fighters and a varl. The cool breeze across the water works its way into your cloak. You shift to block the wind and feel something press into your hip. You feel around and find an item in your pack, but do not remember obtaining it. Huh. Oh, where are we at? This is not happy music. The sheer cliffs and boulder-strewn waters of the southern bank dictate the longship's course. The droning sounds of the dredge accent their quicker pace as they follow your ships along the northern bank. Dust and mist make it hard to see ahead. A hissing, rumbling noise grows all around. Waterfall shouts the sharp-eyed Nid from the bow of her longship. Oars instantly reverse and you nearly lose your balance. Oh. Okay. Stop. Go to bank. The roar of the approaching waterfall clouds your thoughts. Though you overloaded the ships and with clansmen picked up, the archer's keen sight and warning provides some time to react. Only 2 ships fall to the power of the overwhelming current, though the screams of families, fighters, and varl are difficult to move past. Damn it. 8 varl! The remaining ship's rowers pull hard, heading for the dredge-lined northern bank. In their haste, the vessels smash against the sharp and split rocks as they push towards the shore. Some fighters are thrown from the boats, sinking in mud under the weight of their armor. Damn. The longships are too spread out to command a unified landing. Amid the chaos, you look at those nearby. Gris, a stout varl warrior, and a few others like him look ready to rush to the dredge. Bulwark and his company are close to you, hauling their sealed cart off the ship. You consider your options. I'm going to say cover the battlefield with arrows, Oddleaf. I'll do what I can, she says, grabbing a couple more quivers. Oddleaf nimbly climbs some rocks for a vantage point. Using the cover, she begins pinning down dredge. All right. Okay, we've got Ivor. And then Hakan. And then I think it was Moger. Rook. Ivan. And then oh, I told Oddleaf, so I don't have Oddleaf right now, so we'll go with Nid. Okay, and we have a level 6 item. What's this? Knockback on strength less than 3. Okay, we're going to give that one actually to Ivor. Okay. And then let's see here. We don't have any other 6s. What's this? Plus 3 to strength. Oh wait, who's 1840? Give it to him. Okay, and then what's this one? Crit chance. Excuse me. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Ogre has that one. That's okay. And then Ivan is good. Nid. Actually, can I? Yeah, I'm gonna promote Nid and give her another. Yeah, give her more armor. Okay. And oh wait, she's 4 now. So, okay. Sorry. Just a second. 4s. Okay, we don't have any 4s. We just have 3. Okay. Darn it. I thought I had a 3, but that's okay. All right. I think we're good there. I'll cover you from here, but don't expect any miracles. Okay. No. Let's see. Let's move you. Okay. He's going to be a problem up there. But okay. We got this. We can do this. Alright. Lead off strong here. Go. Watch your flank. Something scoped from the shadows. What is those things? Armor down here. More of those damn skulkers. Oh, we gotta get rid of that guy. He's calling more. What was that? Kill that one. It might make the others run. Okay. Oh, got killed. Wow. Getting back some armor. All right. Oh, 14, cool. We say, Hakan works his way through frantic clansmen on his way to you. We lost some good world on those ships. Humans too, but you saved more of those along the way. Maybe too many. You look at Hakan with disbelief. I'm not saying I would have done things different, but some of those ships were too weighted down. As far as we know, this group that's all that's left of my kind. Each Varl death is a step closer to being wiped out. For a moment, the Varl King looks more vulnerable than you've ever seen him before. Hakan squints into the distance. Their next attack is coming, and this time they'll come in force. What do they want? They seem keen on our supplies, but that can't be it, can it? That wasn't their reason for attacking us at Beauregard. Juno and Ivan approach. She said, there may be a way out of this situation. A gamble to be sure, but we believe it's our only chance. Hakan says, God, it's bad when a Volca option's the only option. Ivan says, worse than that, I can't promise everyone will make it. Juno gives Ivan a look. We say, just tell me your plan. Ivan sighs. He says, with Juno's help, I think we can get us across the chasm, but it won't be easy for me or the caravan. Juno says, I need to help Ivan and calm these people so they're ready to march when he is ready. You need to keep this area clear of Dredge at all costs. The sound of a war horn cuts her off and everyone turns to look. The Dredge assault begins. Ivan says, Rook, Hakan, you know what to do. Okay. It looks like the force you trained is roughly the size of the enemies. This could go either way, but a victory here will protect most of your clansmen. Juno and Ivan move to the cliff's edge. Hakan, surveying the battlefield, says, some supply barrels could make a few barricades for defense. Otherwise, it'll be a straightforward assault. We're going to assault the Dredge without barricades. We need those supplies, you say. The Varl King gives you a look that says, if we make it through this, all right, charge. You understand Hakan's reasoning, but sound the call to attack regardless. Okay. So in this situation, I'm gonna put. I like Travagi, but we're gonna put Oddleaf in. Oh wait, what's Travagi? Okay, he's good. Wait, can we promote him? We can. Alright, give him some more strength. Okay, he's level 4 now, but we don't have any. Oh, we have one level 4 item, but it's been used already. And let's see here. We have 12. I don't think we have an. Yeah, we need 13. Okay, after this fight, we'll be able to promote Mulgar. Okay. Hold them off. This will take time. All right. Actually, I'm okay with this lineup. All right. Must keep the dredge away. Whoa, that's a lot of renown. Juno walks into the floating land, cradling a kid goat in one arm. She looks strained, but beckons to the families to follow. You shout for everyone to start moving, but the fighters and clansmen alike remain motionless. Large chunks of earth bobbing in midair like ships at sea has everyone unsettled. Finally, Ivor takes the reins of a yacht loaded with a supply cart and walks out onto the first floating stone. It supports the load without issue. We go this way or the dredge kill us all. His words are punctuated by slinger stones, thudding into the ground only a few feet away. Men pick up their children and start running. The caravan animals squawk and bleat in the frenzy. Varl push through the crowd while others fight to follow in their wake. The frightened mob tramples a few and knocks a couple more from the ledge before everyone is strangely pacified. Even you feel a sense of calm settle on your nerves. Oh, wow. The wounded and elderly struggle to make it onto the floating rocks while fear of the bridge paralyzes the legs of others. The dredge give chase, crossing onto the bridge without hesitation. I'm going to charge into the dredge. You launch yourself into the approaching dredge, swinging your axe wildly and dragging a few backward. Other fighters and archers follow your lead, holding off the dredge until the last of the clansmen make it past you. The stones under your feet begin to tremble, and you realize it won't hold much longer. Run, you shout to the fighters who joined you. Almost all push forward as the stones nearest land fall away into the chasm below. Oh, crazy. One thing I'm having a hard time is not accepting the fact that regardless of my decisions, we're gonna lose people. It doesn't matter. Like, it's just how many we're gonna lose. Ivan is growing visibly weaker. Meanwhile, many of the caravan are stunned by witnessing family members fall to their deaths. The effect is spreading. I'm going to say, everyone look forward, move. While those immediately around you hasten their steps, others don't hear you at all and fall away as Ivan's grasp wanes. I should have seen what I could do to help Ivan. The stones behind the caravan are falling faster than the rising ones in front. The rear clansmen are pushing forward in a panic. Bulwark shouts, "Knock some of these people over the edge before we all go down." People gasp and flee from him. "We are carrying too much," Ivor says. "We've got to get rid of something before that mentor drops us all into the depths." You look around and see only people, food, and the massive cart the ravens are hauling. Only 2 of those are an option. I'm going to tell Bulwark, throw the cart over the edge. Before the Varl can respond, Juno says, "Absolutely not." Her distraction affects Ivan, who falls to a knee. The entire bridge shakes and stones fall away around you. Clansmen scream as they fall to their deaths. Juno scrambles back to Ivan's side and the shaking stops. Bulwark snorts again. Should have left those people back on the other side. At least they could have died fighting. The caravan continues forward in a fog of fear and worry. there, Ivan. Ivan's scream chills you as it echoes off the cliff a mere 100 yards away. Again, the bridge shakes but stays together. When Juno looks at you, her lips are trembling. This is killing him, she says, and I won't let that happen. Her tone is dark and cold. Okay, I don't want to... Her plan will be like, okay, everybody dies. We'll dump the rest of the supplies. Thank you. We'll replace them in arms dollars, says Juno before returning to Ivan's side. The supplies are dumped and the caravan moves forward. Oh, there's only 15 supplies. Okay, that's right. Watch your step.
It's hard to believe we made it across that chasm. Now we find what's left of Ormsdalr. Once a great trade town at the fork of the Ormsa River. How many lives must have been lost here?
Looks like a few buildings might have made it. Whatever caused that chasm completely destroyed this place. From the massive Varl to the youngest human children, everyone is sapped from crossing the chasm. Tents are loosely strung up and gear is thrown on the ground as everyone falls asleep. You manage to post a few guards out of habit before sinking down against the crate, wrapping your cloak around you and closing your eyes. Your chest aches as if from a wasp sting. Feeling around for the cause of it, you look down between your leathery gray fingers. Feeling around for the cause of it, you look down between your leathery gray fingers running over a red stone breastplate. Gasping, you open your eyes to find your cloak still wrapped around you. No stone armor underneath. The caravan is still asleep, snoring more prevalent than usual. You're able to drift off for a bit more rest before facing the tasks of a new day. Jeez, can we... Normal caravan morale effect does not affect your hero's willpower and ballad. Okay, yeah, we already know that. And heroes. Let's check our heroes first. Okay, we got a lot. Hold on. We have 37. So actually, I'm gonna try and level up Rook. All right. So let's see here. Let's get that maxed out. I'll add another one there. Can we promote him again? We can. I know I was trying to bring the lowest ones, but if I have enough to promote them higher. All right. So that's full. That gets one more. Sure, let's get some more into that. All right. So Rook is rank 9 now. All right. Actually, yeah. All right. So you don't need to rest. Let's check the ruins. Better let someone like me check out that place, Eckel says, grabbing your arm. Searching for whatever's left in ruins on the side of a cliff could be dangerous. Though he joined you around Frostweller, you've never been sure of his motivations. Yeah, like, what do you mean by someone like you? The throwaway type. Before you can say anything, he holds up a hand. There'd be no wet eyes around here if I went missing. That's a faint fact. Can't say the same for you, though. I'll say, take some others with you. Afraid I'll find something of value and run? He grins. It might have crossed my mind. He calls to a few others nearby and they head off towards the collapsed structure. Later, you hear a building collapsing and more dust rising. Echo and the others return, but he's in a foul mood. Feying idiots, hiding out like that. Could have killed us all and we've got nothing to show for it. He storms past you. Damn do-gooders like you. I tried acting that way, try saving them, and almost die for it. Oh, apparently there were some people. Okay, let's talk to... Is that Ivor? I think, yeah, pretty sure it's Ivor. Yeah. Ivor stands stoically by Ivan's pallet, watching the menders breathing. He says, it took a lot out of him. And we say, out of everyone. He says, no doubt, a lot of families lost members out there. We reply, so why even follow me? I get people killed. He says, I'm not doing this again. If you can't see the number of people out there still alive because of you, nothing I say will change it. With nothing to say, you look down at the resting mender. The spell waving took a toll on him. We say, he looks as bad as me. Before Ivor can respond, Oddleaf abruptly enters the room. She says, good, you're here. It's the Ravens. They're trying to leave and some of our people want to go with them. What? Why? Oddleaf says, we nearly went over a waterfall and ships and lost a lot of people following some Volca across floating rocks. I'm not saying that any of that is your fault, but people are scared. Ivor says, if they've made up their minds to go, they'll leave whenever you're not looking. And the Ravens have been hoarding supplies this whole time, and they're trying to take off with them. Juno and Hakan are trying to talk sense into Bulwark, so it's desperate. As you make your way to the door, you turn to look at Ivor. Ivor says, another Varl isn't going to help that situation. I'll stay here with the Mender.
Now stand down, or you'll be missing more than your horns. Stand down, you son of a yacht!
Oh, okay, I think we're getting in a fight here. I can't calm him. His fury. Here they are, just as I said. Bulwark's lost his mind. Take him down. Oh. Almost get him in one shot here. This will get his attention. Well, that did it. It worked. Bulwark, hear me. The clansmen chatter as Juno converses with a dazed Bulwark quietly. Hakan grabs your attention. He says, get ready for a confusing conversation. Ursa? What? He motions to Ursa, one of Prince Luden's bodyguards, who died really early in the last game, who's wiping her pitch-covered hand with a rag on her way over to you. Hakan says, good timing, witch. How is it you're still alive? She says, tis tis, Hakan. Me being a witch was our secret. I'd hate to have to poison you. Whoever this woman is, she just completely stunned two Varl within moments of each other. I'll say, thanks for the help. I'm Rook. Ursa, one word, then she stares at you blankly. Hakan says, one of Prince Luden's personal bodyguards. Just assumed that she died when we lost her. We say, well, Ursa, I'm in your debt. Ursa appears genuinely surprised by your choice of words and cackles loudly. She says, I'll remember that, Rook. She glances around the caravan before giving Hakan a questioning look. Hakan says, Prince Luden didn't make it. Ursa shows no reaction, but nods once and quietly joins the other clansmen. Hakan says, strange, that one. We say, stranger than Bolvert being as tough as a damn sunder? He says, I shouldn't have mentioned he's a berserk. Probably the last of his kind after Einertoft. The Varl King laughs at your blank look. Berserks lose themselves in the fight. They're as strong as cold bears and just as wild. Hard to say if they're friend or foe in a fight. Excuse me. And we reply, so a mender magics us over a chasm and you two decide to kill each other? Hakan says, I wasn't going to let him take our supplies without a fight. Caught him trying to take off with supplies he'd tucked away. Couldn't let it happen. A cool anger glistened in Hakon's eyes when he looks at Bolverk. Why does he want to leave? Hakan says you've been bad luck ever since arriving in Boersgard. We reply, I can't say I blame him for that. The two of you actually laugh for a moment. Hakan says, I'd bet his main reason for leaving is just to be in charge again. Run jobs and keep his ravens in line. Like most of us, he's looking for something normal to grab onto. We reply, whatever his reason, I hate that some of ours are going with him. Hakan says, we've done what we can for them. I'm not gonna split, but I'm gonna offer the ravens enough supplies for a couple of days. We say, we've got a lot of mouths to feed. The ravens can make do with a couple of days' food and live off the land afterwards. Hakan says, that sounds about right. You've got a better head than me for these things. We reply, now let's see what we can find, what's left in this place. Chapter 9, Cast the Hone into the Air. Where's that bow? Okay. Oh. What? We're playing as Bolver? Oh, wow. Okay. You glare at the clansmen and Varl settled among the ruins of Ormsdalr and feel the rumbling growl in your chest. Folka says, everyone will be ready to leave as soon as you start walking north. We say, because we're Bolverk right now. I won't fall for that stupid fire trick again. Folka ignores your comment. The new members from the other caravan will probably need a beating or two. Think it was stupid, and we say, think it was stupid of me to challenge Hakan? She says, not really my place to say. And we reply, since when has that stopped you? The Shield Maiden grins. She says, we could have at least waited to hear their plans first, then decided. Let's see here. This guy's a berserker. He runs his own mercenary company. So we'll be... And he's really... we're going to say their plan almost took us over a Fane waterfall. She says, that waterfall supplies all of us. Of course, it'll be nice to be on our own again. We say, we make it to Bindle, get a job, and things go back to normal. We always survive. She says, and what about all those dredge? We reply, if they make it across that chasm, it'll be war. War's always been good for business. Folka smirks, but her face hardens as Juno approaches. She says, Bulwark, could I have a word with you? Folka says, haven't you said enough? He's kind of a rough guy, so I'm going to say, but I'm going to support my teammate. Folka's right. We're done talking. Juno looks both calm and perturbed simultaneously. No M in there. She stares at Folka for an extended moment before the shield maiden turns to leave. Folka says, I'll finish packing. We say, what do you want? Juno says, I know your ravens need work. Without work and coin, that banner of yours is worthless. You step towards her, towering above the tall Volka, though she stands resolute. She says, in Beauregard, we made an arrangement for you to protect this large cart until we were away from the dredge threat. We say, they're across that damn chasm. That job is done. She says, agreed, but the cart you've been hauling has become too troublesome. It needs to be sunk in the deepest waters around. We grunt in disgust and say, Volka secrets. She says, you would turn down the Mender Council's coin? I'm curious, what's in the cart? She says, if you needed to know, I would have told you. Suffice it to say, you have a Volka's oath for a great deal of coin once you have sunk that cart. The Blue River northwest of Bindle is my suggestion. And we say, and if I just leave it in the woods somewhere? She says, I will know, as will the other Volka. Besides, the ravens always finish their jobs. That reputation means everything to you. We growl, but she's right. Fine. The raven's oath, it'll be done. Juno nods and walks away. Folka watches her leave and returns to your side. She says, now what? Now we have a job. Okay. We only have 2 days worth of supplies. A scout points into the distance with a smile on his face. Walking in that direction, you begin to hear the strangest bickering between two Varl. Now you've done it, Jut, says one Varl with a large shield and spear. Kept on until others heard and came nosing about. The other Varl glances your way, nods politely, and walks towards you while shouldering his axe. Don't mind my brother, Naki. He's a warrior. Naki steps closer and shoves the other Varl with his shield. Jut, Varl don't have brothers, and it's warrior. Folka looks at you with amusement and confusion. None of the other ravens seem to know how to react either. Are you two addled? Not the nicest way to say hello, Naki says, extending his hand in greeting. And if we were addled, Jut adds, stepping forward and swatting Naki's hand, would we even know it? Naki says, well, you wouldn't, Jut, but I'd know. The spectacle continues and most of the ravens are now laughing at the absurdity. We can just kill them. I'm not sure what you're after, but we're not sharing food. Jut shakes his head. We're not after food, are we, Naki? Naki says, no. Well, yes and no. Jut agrees. Yes and no, that's right. We'd fight with you, Noki interrupts. For you, he means. Jut looks annoyed. Noki, we'd fight for food, but we'd be fighting with this lot. You can join in if you shut up. Thank you, Naki says, but Jut slaps a hand over his brother's mouth. Several mercenaries snort, trying to hold back laughing. The two Varl smile like fools and fall in line. Oh man, we are running out of food. Oh, Wait, this is the brothers? A group of new recruits from Beauregard and the previous caravan are loosely gathered behind Mogan, a skilled thrasher with a scar across his face. Yeah, Hogan and Mogan. Mogan says, felt like a good time to introduce myself. I'm Mogan. I'm going to say, thought you were Rook's man. He says, a good man, Rook. Too good, though. He couldn't enjoy the lack of gods and rules, the chance for fighting. Polvark says, there's a few rules to being a raven. Most important is following my orders. Logan says, of course, yeah, but what about this giant cart that Valka has us lugging around? Something in his tone signals a primal warning inside you. That has nothing to do with you. He says, well, the way we see it, he motions to the fighters around him. What? She's no longer around. Let's break it open and look at our riches. We say, we're mercenaries, you idiots. We're paid to run jobs, not steal from who hired us. Volka says, is any of this making sense to you? He ignores her. He's only interested in what you have to say. Well, we're kind of a strength, might is right thing, so get past me and it's all yours. I was hoping you'd say that. All right. These are all... Oh, wait, we've got Eckel and Crummer. Who's Spar? Okay, hold on. I got to check these people out. Okay, she's a shield maiden. What's her thing? Champion. The character stands ready to insert itself between her allies and attacking enemy. Adjacent allies have all damage from attacks against them halved, but she also receives half damage attack from the same enemy. Okay, and then shield mastery. The character's shield absorbs all strength damage until it's destroyed. Okay, she's on the team. But Krumer as well. Put her in. Sigborn is a Warhawk. Tempest. Oh yeah, that's a AoE. So we'll put him in. And that, well, I guess that's over. Spar Wanderer. He insults. Oh wow. Insult. The character delivers an insult so cutting and personal that the target is literally stunned for a moment and has to pause to collect himself. Insulted enemies move to the last place of the enemy's initiative queue. Oh, wow. And then Scald Song. The character adds 1 willpower to all allies standing with 1 tile. Okay, I like this guy. And then Eckel. Eckel goes there. Spar goes here. I don't... do we have any... No, we do not have any... No renown. Let's see, what do we got here? This is... Negative aggro. Oh. That goes to that guy. Why can't I... Oh, because this is a level 4 item. Crit chance... Okay. So let's put him, let's give that actually to her. And then we'll get that one. Okay. There we go. Give me just a minute, everybody. Hold on. Okay, just a second. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back. And let's see here. Oh, everybody's kind of up on this side. Let's go ahead and move. Why can't I move him? There we go. Wait. Okay, I guess we can't position anybody. Alright, here we go. Any raven gets knocked down by this lot and they'll have to answer to me. Oh. Let's call the week. Killing below grants an extra. Was that prove dominance, I think? Yeah. Oh, no ravens were felled. We got some iron bands. Bulwark got promoted. Folka got promoted. 20. Alright. Folka grabs Mogan by the hair and pulls him up to stand in front of you. He's beaten but not broken, something you can respect. Bad for business if we let people think they can get away with challenging you, the Shield Maiden says. You thumb the edge of one axe while staring down at the man. We'll leave him alive barely. The blunt end of Folka's spear takes out Mogan's legs and he falls to the ground. Several ravens deliver kicks to his ribs and arms, teaching him the consequences of disobeying orders. When they're finished, it's clear he won't be worth much for days. we are about to run out of food. A commotion draws your attention to the nearby woods. You're surprised to see a small group of dredge, some which you've never seen before, engaging in one of the new recruits from Beauregard. How did these fan slags get here, you ask, though no one has an answer. The tattooed fighter is noticeably drunk, but he lobs 2 black axes in quick succession at an approaching scourge. The axes find their mark, shattering stone and armor. We'll help him fight. You draw your axes and rush in, surprising all the combatants. Okay, Folka. Yeah. So, hold on. Krummer, Sigbjorn, Folka, and... Okay, yeah, I thought Spar was... He's got a bow and arrow, but he did melee. Or maybe I just did it wrong. Here, I'm going to try him again. Wait. Why is Mogan twice? Well, that's weird. Huh. Let's see here. We need food, though. All right, we're going to try this. Okay, we can't. It's not letting us. All right, here we go. Okay, Cold a Week was grants an extra turn. Okay, that's not something we're doing right now. He hit me back. Why is he... Oh, what is this guy? He's red. Careful, one of those slingers is getting ready to hurl a slab of rock. Axe Storm. Throw axes for strength damage until one is deflected. No, we want to hit the guy in front of us. Whoops. Why does he have a bow if I can't attack with it? Okay, there's only 2 left. Damn it. What are those? Oh, Ollie. Spars promoted. Recovering his axes, the mercenary gives you a lazy grin. He says, that was, well, I appreciate the help. Need a drink? Ollie extends a small flask that smells of potent spices and wood smoke. You wave it off. Did you see where those dredge came from? He says, not really. Good thing I was already pissing or I'd have made a mess when I looked up and saw them. Folka says, lovely. We say, that chasm didn't stop them, or they're coming through the mountains. Ollie says, then I'll have a few more chances to throw. We say, if you humans want to make your short lives even shorter, go ahead. You walk off, give Folka a quick look, letting her know you're impressed by Ollie's throwing. So we have Ollie in the group now. Can we make it to this place before we're out of food? Or we're already out of food. Ravens in the air as ravens approach, Ollie says with a slur. Is that a good sign? The small village ahead looks well fortified with a few bodies outside the fences being picked clean by the birds. Your caravan moves closer but stays out of arrow range. Whoever's in there wants to be left alone, Folka says, but it could be our best chance for supplies around here. We'll approach the village stating our needs. You grab the Raven banner and advance on the town, dodging a warning arrow. We need supplies, you shout. You know who we are, who I am. A few moments pass before several more arrows zip past you, one grazing your shoulder near an old scar. We're going to begin the Raven song in charge. The Ravens pick up the song, crooning harmonies which unsettle the villagers as you all rush the barricades and a solid wall of shields and fury. Oh, that improved our morale. Okay, so hold on. Ollie is Axe Storm. Okay, the character lobs an axe at his target up to 4 tiles away, dealing normal strength damage if it hits. The character continues to throw until he's deflected or the target is dead. The first throw has a base chance to hit regardless of the target's armor, and each successive throw drops in chance to hit by 10% but will never go below 20. Take heed, Axe Storm's chance to hit cannot be modified by any item or talent. Still like it though. And he's got shield wall. So yeah, he's on the team. I wish I had range guy, but Spar I don't know, man. That insult is a good thing. But what's Eccles? Oh yeah. He just starts swinging like no. He does a big jump. So we're going to bring Echo in instead of Spar. All right. I'm not going to promote anybody right now. Let's see here. Everybody's got something on the team. Okay. Ready for battle. Oh, they got barricades up. I don't know why it won't let us pick our... Oh, clear these vein barricades, all of them. Heck. Damn it. God damn it, we're just hitting each other. those coins? That's not renown. What is that? You kick down the last of the barricades to find a dozen or so remaining villagers huddled together. Some have bows, but no arrows. The others have thrown their blades to the ground. A man steps forward. I'm Frederick, the oldest of us, he says. We've been fighting off all types from Almsladar for 2 weeks now, just trying to protect what's ours. He looks back at his people and says, you won't find us begging for our lives. Folka pulls you aside and says, they know how to fight, so it would be stronger if they joined us. You pull at your beard, or I could make them gather food for us, you say. We need food. So we're going to say you're coming with us without your blades and bows. And what? Be your Feyn slave? And what? Be your Feyn slaves? Frederick turns to his people. Is that how we'll be remembered? They all shout, never! And attempts to grab their blades, but you and the ravens cut them all down with practiced ease. I should have known that really wasn't an option, Folka says and walks off to look around. We got 10 supplies. Oh, but there's a market. That'll do. Spar, an old wanderer who joined the Ravens over half a century ago, points at the tents on the edge of the village. Looks like the merchants are still here. Maybe they're being forced to stick around. Alright. We need all the... Oh, 1-to-1 on the renown? On the food? Alright. Well, we got 15 days worth of food. That's okay. So now, let's do some promoting. Okay, now we're going to do the lowest and promote them. Okay. And then you need shield. Okay. And now Ollie. We like Ollie. Ollie's pretty good. Let's see here. Let's get your... Oh, just needed one. Okay. All right. Okay, they're at 4. Let's get Krumer up. And we need that. Okay, we have 12 left. Can we get Ollie up? No, Ollie. Here, let's get Folka. Yes, we can. Okay. Down to 3 renown. Let's see here. Rest, Heroes Market, map. You know what? We're gonna hit the road. We need more renown. I noticed the others aren't so good at spotting food, Ollie slurs. It's a good thing I spent some time with that Trigby fellow. Taught me what's what. But I nearly killed myself on those jagger bushes over there trying to get these. He steps aside to reveal a large basket full of mushrooms. You look at Folka, who shrugs. We need food, she says. Are sure these are okay to eat? Sure, I'm sure. Been eating them all day, he says, taking a bite out of one. A little bitter is all, but nothing a swig of mead won't solve. He drinks, swallows, and slaps his belly. Then take them with us. Ollie stumbles a bit while hoisting the basket up into the cart and grabs another mushroom for his efforts. Others clap him on the back to show their appreciation. Cool. Oh, we're up to 18 days.
Wouldn't mind seeing eye-rings fly. If only once more.
Eye-rings fly. What's that? Oh, eye-rings. Okay, this is a godstone. Remember the... Oh, I didn't see it. Sorry. Shut up. Oh. Think the ghost of this dead bird has forgiven you for that wing yet? Spar asked. The elder of the ravens, including Folka, look from the broken stone to you in shock. Aye, the old man says. We were here nearly 40 years ago, same spot as now. Only a dozen of us left to the unkindness then. Better men by twice than all of you. There's rumbling, but the ravens keep listening. We'd run a job for a man. Fifner or Feiner, more like, he says, spitting at the memory. He set us up to take the fall for some of his other deals gone bad. We got surrounded here, and this bear of a Var loses his mind, grabs a whole tree, and starts swinging. Spar starts coughing but recovers. Nearly killed us all, but old Irinx here took a hit like no other, and then there you have it. The excited ravens start asking you questions, but Spar is all too happy to answer. I'm going to inspect the damage we once caused. Others leave you alone as you near the giant stone. Placing a hand on the broken wing, it was an accident. You know that. Shame and rage enter you in equal parts, along with memories of Ironix in flight. You're the one who died, leaving nothing but this rock, you say, stomping the ground. A layer of ice shatters underfoot, along with a wooden box, probably left as some token of faith to a dead god. Leaving anything behind for the dead is a waste, you say, immediately prying open the box and pocketing the small item within. Pipe plant. Okay. Got some renown. Oh, we got just a little teeny tiny banner. Cold creeps under cloaks and forces the ravens to huddle together as wind whips around you. Snow begins to blot out the Wormscale Mountains in the distance, and you're forced to call for an early camp. Rising from your sleep, you begin pacing, occasionally drumming your fingers on the top of the large cart. A motion in camp draws your attention. Walking towards it, you hear groans and see Folka's shield rising and falling erratically among some furs. I don't think we should walk into that. I think I know what's happening. Yeah, humans, you snort. The shield flips away, revealing a dredge grunt staring up at you. What? Stepping back, you bump into another dredge. Looking around, the entire Raven camp is a swarm of stone-armored bodies desperately reaching for you. When your axes lash out through nothing, you realize you were dreaming. An unexpected sadness swells in you, like you've let everyone down. A few of your ravens are watching you, smirking, but your growl makes them look away. You decide to walk the perimeter alone while everyone else slowly awakens. Oh, what was that? Okay, let's see here. Oh, we have training here. Let's check the heroes. What did we just get? We got a pipe. That's level 6. None of us can use it. We have 8 renown. Can we get Echo? Nope. Okay, let's see. We have a training hall. Here for another pissing match? Holfie, your quartermaster ass. Or are you begging me to show you how to really carve up some foes? What can you show me? Lots of neat little deadly tricks, Halfie says, walking into the large tent. Try to keep up. You're a berserk, and we're all impressed, Halfie says before spitting. But if you lose it out there in a fight and start killing your own, well, then you're just a pain in the ass. So let's start with you and the Shield Maiden. You consider what he's saying. You feel up to the challenge? I'm ready. And start swinging, Holfie barks. Alright, what's the challenge here? Use Bulwark's Frenzy to kill 2 enemies with 1 attack. Frenzy gives you 2 attacks for 1. Make sure your first attack kills an enemy, and that another adjacent enemy can be killed with a single shot as well. Alright? Use Champion to protect an ally from attack. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, we got that one. Oh shit, didn't mean to kill her. Wait, I did. Frenzy gives you 2 attacks for 1. Make sure your first attack kills an enemy, and that another adjacent enemy can be killed with a single shot. I just did. Have to be adjacent. Really? It only did 1 damage? Okay, hold on. What? Oh, right. They can't have any. All right. We'll do this one later. I did get 2 of them. Whatever. Okay. We have great morale. We're not going to rest. We're just going to head out. Around you hear yelling. A harsh voice reaches your ears, followed by the laughter of several others. Your abrupt halt alerts Folka, who immediately signals the ravens to fan out and draw their weapons. We will investigate. Over the next rise, a group of 10 haggard fighters and a few varls surrounded by half a dozen peasants and a broken wagon. A woman spots you and shouts, "Help us!" But a punch to the stomach drops her to the snow. The fighters turn, ready to fight. Hold on. Group of 10 haggard fighters and a few Varls surround half a dozen peasants and a broken wagon. Charge! The man's confidence melts away, and he and all his fighters flee from your assault. You give chase for a time, but soon return to the wagons and peasants. Thank you, the woman who was punched earlier says. I'm Sepha. I know you don't want us around, but if you're heading toward Bindal, we'll follow your path. Fine, but keep your food, but your food is ours. Payment for saving you, you say. The woman nods her understanding, but you're surprised. The wagon is nearly empty. We'll keep our distance, Sepha says, but we'll be behind you. You grunt and walk off. Okay, 1 supplies. What is this? A couple of Raven scouts take off to check out the cluster of tents ahead. Refugees from Almsdollar, one of them says upon returning. They've got a sizable camp and seem disciplined. They know we're here, the scout adds. No sense in trying to avoid them. You take the lead and approach the refugees. A hooded man with a red spear greets you. His name's Bach, okay? My name's Bach, and this is Lufin. You're bulwark of the Ravens, and is this your wife? You are confused as much by his question but by the fact that no one is with the man. Varl don't have wives. The man gets a distant look in his eye. He says, that's too bad. A wife can make you twice the man you were on your own. Folka says, well, he's never been a man. A bear at times, but mostly he's a Varl, and I'm Folka. He says, nice to meet you, Folka. I'll get to my point. I'm leading this group of trained fighters and tradesmen from Almsdollar. We're looking for a new home. We've done what it takes to survive out here, but they're starting to lose faith in me. Folka says, you want us to reinforce your control? He says, no. I want you to take over. Lead us someplace we can live. Lofin and I weren't meant for keeping others alive. What do I get in return? For one, we won't kill you. Back smiles, but there's no humor in his eyes. We'll share the food we've collected and fight alongside you should there be a need. He stops and confers with his spear. Spoiling you, Lofin is. We'll even spread the word of how great the Ravens are. We'll take you as far as Bindal. Bach kisses the metal of his spear and smiles. Oh, you have my thanks. Oh, Lofin thanks you as well. Oh, we just got 83 clansmen. And 80 fighters. Okay. Oof. The unyielding snowfall is proving too much for the humans who now vainly attempt to follow your large footprints. In truth, the sky and your surroundings lack enough contrast to know where you're going. And it's cold. Trees over there, Folka manages to say, motioning with her spear. The foliage blocks some of the wind, but does nothing for visibility. With no other options, you burrow into the snow, cloaked in your bear fur. What?
Darkness. Lightning. Someone pulling in the energy. Painful.
Verk, you wake up. Wake up, you damn bear. You're being robbed. You roar and shake off the foot of snow covering you, the unclear dream still vivid in your mind. Bach uses his spear, Lofin, to point east. Those clansmen you saved, they killed your guards and are taking everything. Folka is by your side in seconds, followed by the spearmen. You sprint along the snowy path of the stolen supplies straight into an ambush by the bandits originally harassing the clansmen. Seth returns and smirks. Oh, well, goodbye to you. Alright. Stealing from the Ravens? You must have a death wish. Okay. Oh, we're just straight into it here. Who's this guy? I can't... Oh, he's a friend. Okay. I think they're friendly. Crap. Okay. Back is promoted. 10, not bad. We got our supplies back. Sepha's wounds are great, and she whimpers in the snow. You nod to Falca, who dispatches the bandit archer with haste. This is what helping folks gets you, you roar. Grab all these supplies and bring them back to camp. You tell the ravens after hoisting a barrel on each shoulder. Okay, let's see here. Oh. Hero. Let's check the heroes. Okay, hold on. Sigborn. Crummer. Polka. And then we did Ollie. But I want Ollie there. Okay. And let's see here. 3, 5. We have, ooh, 28. Bear Rage. The Berserker whips himself into a fury, terrifying nearby enemies and sending them fleeing in disarray. Affected enemies are so shaken they suffer a penalty of their defense for 1 turn. Alright. Okay, let's get our shields up there. Can we promote again? Yes, we can. Okay. I don't... Nah. Okay. We've used up all of our renown. We have 18 days, so let's... Wait, how's our morale? Good. Let's rest. This rest? Yes. There we go. Great morale. Let's get going. Oh, Bindle. Alright. Sure could use some more supplies in our cart, a raven says, tightening his belt. Kind of miss having those other folks around. They may not have been worth a damn in a fight, but they knew how to track animals and spot berries just about anywhere. Others agree. Sounds like you need practice. Start hunting. You send a few of the ravens who laugh with him. Don't come back empty-handed, you add. Choice words are mumbled, but they follow orders. 4 hours later, they return, each holding nothing more than a small rodent. 2 of them have split one. Folka shakes her head and says, pathetic. Well, it's 3 supplies. And we lost 3.
The miners of Bindal are a rough crowd. Not a bad place to recruit new blades.
The old wanderer fights his way up next to you. Can't see a damn thing in this mess. Guess old Irinx hasn't forgotten you yet after all. Shouldn't you have died already? Spar grunts. Soon enough, I reckon. Of course, these old bones won't be forming any mountain brambles, more like. He squints in the distance. There's bound to be more people from Almsdar trying to find a new home in Bindal, Spar says. Crowded towns haven't always been good for us. There's never been trouble we couldn't fight our way out of. Or trouble we couldn't find our way into, Spar says. Most of the ravens are hungry and lonely, and that mixes well with a bunch of other... Think that mixes well with a bunch of other people who are hungry and scared? He has a point, but there's little to be done about it. The idea of being around so many others in such a confined space makes you tense. You crave a long hunt and sleep in solitude. Okay. All of these people are looking for food and a home. And I'm looking for ale. Is that so much to ask? I bet that scout tower already sent word of us ahead. The snowstorm is worse than ever as you arrive at the walls of the mining town of Bindal. The gates are closed and you beat a fist against them. Open the van gates, you shout. From the wall, 2 menders look down on you, then recede. Soon, the gates open enough for half a dozen well-trained guards to greet you. Their one-eyed captain points and says, "Just you." Folka steps to your side. "Not alone," she says. She comes with me. The captain takes a moment to assess the situation and nods. Before following him through the gates, you bark commands to the other ravens to stay close and vigilant. Alright. Inside the small gatehouse are the two menders from the wall, a woman with a fancy spear and a cub of a man holding a staff. Nichols says, Valka Sever, this is it's the Raven Banner. Zever says, so it seems. But why here? Why now? We say, just passing through on our way to the Blue River, but this blasted storm caught us. Planned to come back this way afterwards for more work, but now we need some food and a place to hole up. We brought some people with us. They need a new home. Zephyr says, I'm sure it felt like the right thing to do, but we're already beyond our capacity here. Nichols says, are you Bulwark? Bulwark Bloodaxe? Zephyr says, hold your tongue, Nichols. And I'll say, or I'll cut it out. Nichols' face falls. The older mender places a hand on the young man's shoulder. We say, are you in charge here? Where's the governor? She says, the governor left for Arborang a while back with most of the fighters to settle a dispute. The Mender Council sent me to bring the people of Bindle west as we've heard too many rumors of Dredge. We say, more than rumors. We were in Bowersgard, saw Belwer. Nichols says, the Immortal Sunder? How did you escape? We say, Immortal was a joke. He's dead. Nichols' eyes go wide in awe, but Zephyr looks pensive. She says, what about the great rift that opened between Bowersgard and Omsdalar? We answer, we managed. Zephyr looks like she wants to press you for more information. We say, enough. Open the gates for my ravens. She says, mercenaries will only panic the people. With everyone from Omsdalar, it's all I can do to keep them from stampeding like wild ox. Fine, we'll camp against the leeward walls. She says, thank you. You'll have all the assistance with your shelter a Volka and her assistant can give you. Volka says, funny, you won't let us in when we're on a job for one of your own. We snarl at Volka for saying too much. She shrugs in response. She says, I'm not aware of another Volka being out this direction. Who has tasked you? We say, Juno. Zephyr steps back at the name and studies your face for a moment. She says, Nichols, you and the guards see what you can do outside the walls for the people. The young mender nods respectfully to Zephyr and glances at you, disappointment in his eyes, before leading the guards through the gate. She says, I'm inviting only the two of you to stay within our walls and enjoy a bit more warmth and comfort. I'll say, good, but try anything and my ravens will level this place. She says, then welcome, and no one is going to try anything. There's no need for such mistrust. We say, maybe, but I shouldn't have to tell you about my job from your superior just to get an invitation. She says, my superior? No, you misunderstand. You have no job. The Volca known as Juno is dead. Chapter 10, to speak in all tongues. Well, technically she did die, yes, but she's back. All right, looks like we're switching back to the other party. All right. The once energetic mender approaches looking both worn and troubled. He says, I'm not sure I thank you for the time to recover. I've never woven a spell that strong before. We say, are you sure you're ready to move on? You look. He says, I know. I caught my reflection earlier. It's a more mature look. Oh shit, yeah, look at that. He's got gray in his hair and his beard now. The mender grins and a hint of his former youth shines through. Not everyone would have stopped for so long, especially with the ground rumbling like it has. We say, I'll say, we'll get there, no matter how long it takes. He says, I'm glad you feel that way, but crumbling mountains and chasms might be assigned to move faster than slower. You give a smile that doesn't quite reach your eyes. He says, right, well, thanks again. He walks off, glancing back at you only once. Okay, alright, we're heading out. A scout runs up to you. There's a woman tied to a tree up ahead. Got 4 guards watching her. The strange news draws a good deal of attention from the caravan. The bound woman is ranting and spitting at the 4 guards when you arrive and ask, what's going on here? This here's the witch, one guard says. Plaguing our clan, making everyone really sick. But we caught her and brought her way out here. The others nod. She's to be tied here for 5 days without food or water, then cut loose. Been 3 days so far. But she'll die on her own after that long with nothing to eat or drink, you say. That's not on us, the guards respond. But if you want to set her free, we'd be bigger fools than you to get in your way. Oh yeah, Ursa, any thoughts? Ursa smiles and saunters toward the tied woman. She says a few quiet words to the prisoner and looks her over before returning. My suggestion, she says? Burn her and the tree to the ground. What? How do you know she's a witch? Everyone looks at the woman who is grinning a toothless grin. She scratches at the tree bark and calls out the dead gods one by one. If that's not enough, the guard says, she was seen squeezing mistletoe berries into water troughs. Think I heard that makes you sick. The other guards bob their heads in agreement. I don't like it, but this isn't our concern. We don't like it either, the guard says, but thanks for leaving us to it. As the caravan rolls by, the woman screams curses and hexes, leaving most feeling sorry for her or scared. Yeah, I don't know what Ursa said, but... Easy, boy, a clansman shouts as a Yaks cart nearly topples to one side. The trampled path of the Eastway Road has suddenly turned into a cracked shamble. Looking ahead, it only gets worse. Various chasms gape like open mouths. You glance back at Ivan, who looks at you and shakes his head. The entire caravan comes to a halt. Ivor says, we'll be eating our belts before finding a way across this broken road, especially with this many. Hakan says, and there's no telling how far we'll have to backtrack to head north. We say, then we'll head south across the Ormosa riverbed. We can head towards Grundar and on west. Truvigi peers around Hakan's elbow before coming fully into view. Heading south is questionable. Those people. I'm going to say, why do you say that? Maybe I spent a lifetime there. Plenty of things to eat under logs, but there's also people in the bogs. His eyes go wide. The Skald should hear my rhyme. We say, but what's wrong with heading south? He says, different ways of living, old ways, stick in the mud, and cragsmen are less bothersome. Ivor says, I think he's talking about the boggers, the rough, backwards people of Schwarzbog. Trevigi frowns at Ivor. Words like that can find you swollen, filled with poison. He puffs out his cheeks and stares at Ivor. Hakan says, this is why the Varl tend to keep to themselves. Each human is crazy in their own way. Trevigi hunches over with laughter until he suddenly stops, sniffs the air, and marches away. Ivor says, strange, but it's a fair warning. We're crossing over into lands most of us have never seen. Just because we left those dredge behind doesn't mean we won't have more wars ahead of us. Hakan says, if we had more supplies, I'd say we should stop for a few days and train some of these clansmen to fight. Consider our options. think we have enough clansmen right now. Or enough soldiers, so... We need to keep the few remaining clansmen moving. Ivor looks over the incredibly small caravan. He waits for Hakan to walk away before saying anything. He says, "It's your responsibility to keep these people alive, you know. There's nothing for you to say." Yeah, we're okay. Game trail, one of the few gathered hunters says, looking at a beaten path of grass. No telling what we might find down it, but it'll fill some stomachs. I want to say, make a wager for who brings back the biggest kill. Everyone in the group starts smiling and tossing coins on a purse before heading down the trail. When it branches, 2 hunters sprint left and 3 think the center trail looks promising. I'm going to search the ground for any clues. The other hunters took paths with cloven hoof tracks. There's a chance you could kill the largest hog among them. To the right are rabbit tracks and possibly something much bigger, but it's hard to tell. We're going to go down the right on our own. You choose to hunt alone and move down the... Oh. You're sure enough, a couple of hares bolt for cover before you can sight them. But it's not you they're afraid of. The scent hits you as a bear crashes through the brush nearby. You instinctively aim and fire, scoring a shot no one will ever believe. You shot 537 pounds of meat. However, you're only able to carry 100 pounds back to the caravan. One hunter was wounded, but it will heal. The 2 others brought back a large boar, but you are clearly the victor. You give everyone back their coin and drinks are shared while the injured man's leg is mended. Later, the entire caravan enjoys the story of the hunt while feasting. Cool. Ooh, we're losing morale fast. Once you cross the Almosa riverbed, the wind ceases to cut through the humid air. The darkening sky lets loose its rain, and soon fat drops of water turn the dirt path to sucking mud, slowing the caravan. Cloaks are pulled overhead, and children and animals are wrangled near the carts. Oh, we got canned food. Oddly's white cloak is in pitiful shape. I don't know how people live in this, she says. I've heard it only gets worse the further south you go. Her comment draws attention to how few signs of life there are around you. Yet you can't shake the feeling of being watched. The lowing of the usually quiet ox indicates the beast's difficulty pulling the carts. You're up to your knees in it when a scout comes to you. Found some stone markers that led us to a few paths of solid ground over there, he points while shouting over the ox. Uneven and bumpy, but easier than this. Stone markers. Yeah, the man says. Don't look natural. Don't look like much of anything else either. Just some stones marking a path through this place is all I can figure. You would ask Trevigi, but he's nowhere around, probably out gathering mushrooms. Lead the way. The caravan changes course slowly, but you soon see the low stone markers. Jeez. Some with sticks tied around them. The caravan picks up speed over the lumps of packed ground until a child screams. You rush back to see the boy being pulled out of the hole in one of the mounds you cross. Inside, you see the blackened, warped bodies buried only inches beneath the bog. You're walking across a burial ground. Oh, crap. The governor's suddenly by your side. You've led us through a hallowed marsh of cragsmen, he shouts. You ignore the voices chiming in with the governor and focus on moving the caravan quickly away. Okay, we gotta... Oh. They're all around us, shouts a man near the edge of the caravan, and we're stuck in this mud. Cragsmen have encircled you. Their leader steps forth and shouts, There's no place but blood for crossing through the land of our dead. Shouts ring out. They're preparing to attack. I'll send Trevigi forward to parley. Didn't I tell you easy isn't always easy? Trevigi says. He looks nervous, a reaction you have never really seen from him before. What if they listen to me as well as you do? Do what you can so we can ready an attack. Trevigi looks you in the eye for the first time in memory. Best to only sleep once in strange places, he says, before spinning on his heel. He marches out across the bog, hands held high in peace. Your fighters take this opportunity to get into a better position, shoving clansmen further to the center. A few cragsmen surround Trevigi while he addresses the leader in his animated fashion. The man allows him to finish before shouting, "He's forgotten our ways. Welcome home, boy." Those surrounding Trevigi pierce him repeatedly with spears before you can lead your charge. What? It looks like the force you trained is roughly the size of enemies. This could go either way, but a victory here will protect most of your clansmen. Everyone stares as the whole bog seems to move with the approaching cragsmen. No one comes to you with any clever plans. You look down at your lines and silently wish all of your fighters would borrow courage and strength. Okay. This is the wrong order. Ogre. Griss. Oh. We have Rissa. Forgot, what was her slag and burn? Oh, she has an AoE attack. Kind of like, ooh. Hold on. Bring Ivan back in. And yeah, I think, yeah, Arissa. And I'm going to promote her. Okay, and then what does she got wearing? +1 to armor. Hold on, she's 4. Let's see here. 2. Okay. And let's see here. Oh, he's only 3? Yeah, promote him. Oh, wait a minute. He's got more points? Okay. Two armor for a turn. Hold on. Wait, what? Ivor? What? Ah, Ivor needs to get in there. There we go. Okay. Wait, Hogan and Mogan, they split up? Huh. All right. Okay, I think... Yeah, and we can't promote him. Yeah, we've only got 1. So, yep, let's go. Why can't I position my guys? That's really annoying. I don't know why. Swamp mode. Okay. Whoa. 35 Varl? That's a lot of...
Baldringer's flame welcomes endless war. But why?
Did we lose the crazy guy? Even now, the petrified flames ward off our Varl friends. Whoa, why are there no Varl? Where are my Varl guys? What? Placed upside down on the ground, the petrified roots of a giant tree reach towards the sky. All the Varl, including Ivor and Hakan, have separated from the caravan temporarily, giving Baldringer's Godstone a wide berth. The giant's presence is missed as you continue to feel watched. I'm going to call for rest nearby because our morale is horrible. The pleasure of rest is tempered by the uneasiness of Baldringer's nearby flames and the feeling of being stalked. As you close your eyes under your rain-soaked tent, a shout rings out. We're being attacked! You are on your feet alongside the other fighters, charging to the enemy within moments. Crap. Okay. Okay, Hogan, you're up. Let's see here. How much? We have 17. I'm thinking, yeah. Don't have enough for a rook. Let's go and hold off then. Alright, let's see what happens. And who are we fighting? Bears. We're fighting bears. Okay, suddenly we can't position our guys. Okay, who's this? That's that one. crap. Oh shit, that's an ally. Damn it. That was a bit of overkill, but that's okay. Having killed or run off the cragsmen, you return to the remaining clansmen at the Godstone. Grabbing your belongings, your foot hits something in the mud. You reach down to find a small skull with a yellow ribbon through the eyes. You toss it in a bag. Toss it in a bag without another thought. Okay, at least I know. Okay, we got our Varl back here. The rain finally ceases, but the wind picks up. You squint into the gusts and have a clear view of the vast plains ahead. There doesn't seem to be much out here, Ivor says. His tone conveys wonder and concern in equal measure. We are going to camp. Because our morale is low. Oh, and we can talk to Hogan, I think is the one we have. The blonde axeman, one of two twins from a small village near Skoger, is chopping into a fallen tree for no apparent reason. His swings look dangerous. Hogan, is everything okay? He glares at you. Where's your brother Mogan? Hogan says, he left with the ravens. Wondering if I shouldn't have done the same. Why is that? He says, I've been following your lead for a long time now. And for what? My brother's gone. My wife and children are frightened of everything around them, including me. I tell them this constant fighting is only for a time, but it's changing me. I see it in their eyes, in my own reflection. I thought I was doing it to protect them, but they think I'm a monster. But if they think I'm a monster, what's the point? I'm going to say, what do you want to do? He says, I'm torn. I think it's good for me to be out there fighting. Makes me feel alive, like I'm doing something. But I know why my wife worries. Her father was consumed with raiding, felt useless when he wasn't fighting. He died soon after she was born. Depths, you make big decisions every day. Just make this one for me, will you? I'm going to say be with your family. Hogan sighs with relief and nods. I'll still be around, but I'll be busy playing with my kids. You're a good man, Rook. Okay. So I don't think we have him anymore. Yep. So let's see here. Let's get Ivor back here. Hakan. And then Moger. And then Rook. Ivan. And then let's go with Urissa. Oh, we have 31. Let's see. Can we promote him? We can. Okay, 2 points available. Let's see here. We've got Divert. Oh. Can we only do one of them? Oh. Okay. So we got two options, but I guess when we start one, we can only do one of them. Strength damage, crit chance. Let's go with robust. A little bit of yep, yeah, okay. Okay, we have 10. Maybe Moger? Nope. Oh, what is this? Protects from death strength. Oh, protects from death. Its strength is less than 1. But we get -3 armor, but 35. Let's try that on Rook. And then, let's see here. It's Ivor, Moger. What's Moger got? Moger has strength. Has 3 strength. Let's give him that. And then he's got that. She has 4. Yeah, let's give her that. Okay. And so I'm at 10. Oh, that's it. Okay, so we can only go to 10 on this one. Alrighty. So we have Mark Prey, Call to Arms. Okay. So now I'll be trying to bring Ivor up. And then Arissa as soon as she has points. So, okay. So we're gonna... Where's Rest? Where's Rest? Training. Heroes. Wait, where's Rest? Oh, Rest, here. Good morale. Great morale. Alright, there we go. We'll try the training later. So let's go. What is this? I don't know what that's... The ground shakes again, enough to cause the yachts to strain at their leads in panic. Out here in the plains, with nothing but open sky above, you feel remarkably vulnerable. Only a few trees around and no mountains, Hakan says in a wry tone. Looks like we only have to worry about the ground opening up beneath us. He shrugs at the look you give him.
Grundar almost looks forgotten by the rest of the world. Maybe those who live here have forgotten the rest of us too.
Okay, in a field just outside of Grundar, the caravan spots several creatures you assumed were myth. Oddleaf says, I don't believe it. Are those two horseborn people? Two horseborn hold simple bronze weapons and stand guard over a few others who look wounded, unable to rise. The size of the caravan makes them nervous. Oddleaf says, I have to get a closer look. I'm going to say, me too. The two of you advance 100 yards, showing every sign of respect and peace. A number of clansmen push closer too. The male horseborn stomps a hoof repeatedly. The female, tail whipping, brandishes the javelin. Oddleaf says, damn, the caravan is scaring them. I'm going to say, everyone move back. Oh, damn it. Your sudden shout spooks the female horseborn. She throws a javelin, which pins the ground near your feet. Several archers fire, but their shots are wide. We yell, hold, no more arrows. The male says something in what sounds like a long stream of consonants. The female lowers her second javelin. We say, we just want to help. The male's tail swishes. He says, you help? His voice sounds strained and his mouth moves uncomfortably around the foreign words. We say, yes, help. Oddleaf steps aside as you wave to Ivan for help. The female looks agitated. She speaks in their strange way. The male responds to her, then turns to you. He says, help Roek and others. Ivan says, I'll try. This is certainly a first. The standing horseborn step aside, allowing Ivan to approach the wounded fighters. With Ivan and Juno tending to the wounded Roek and their horseborn, the caravan settles down outside the scant town of Grundar. It appears the town is enjoying a small festival. Quite a few clansmen go over the hill to enjoy the sights and sounds, but soon return looking disappointed. They call us outsiders, the woman says. They don't want us interrupting their wheat harvesting festival, but the merchants don't seem to mind trading. The clansmen soon shrug it off and take a renewed interest in the horseborn, some in awe, others in disgust. Okay, let's see here. They have training, heroes, market? Yep. Oh, hey. They have a lot of supplies. Let's see here. 7. Ooh. That looks good for my archer. Oh, I can't afford it anyways. We're gonna spend it on food. All right, let's talk to. Forgot his name. Scat. Skathatch. Scathatch. Thank. You glance at Ubin, who snorts and smiles. He says, Skathatch. Skathatch thanking you for helping his friend Roek. Deirdreo's the other one, but she's not a talking with Varl and humans mood. We say, you're welcome. I'd like you to meet Hakan. Skathatch, his tail swats his flanks, and he bows his head towards Hakan. He says, Varl Mans, same herd? Hakan says, no, but we're no longer enemies. Ubin says, we haven't seen Horseborn in centuries. Last they knew, humans and Varl were at each other's throats. We say, what happened to Roek? Roek, brave fighter, protect food, hit many times. We say, hit? Who was attacking? Skathatch says many things in his other language. Trigacanthe? His eyes go wide and he stomps the ground before pointing west. You look at Ubin. He says, I don't have a clue, but clearly not a friend. Hakan says, was it the people here? Here in Grundar? Skathatch looks where Hakan is pointing. He shakes his head and points west again. The Varl King eyes Skathatch suspiciously. What brings you so far north? Skathatch looks confused by the question, so Ubin shows him the map, pointing to Dalaland and Grundar. He says, food. Our planes break. Hakan snorts. He says, might be justice. Didn't they kill all the horses, Scrivener? Ubin says, his ancestors did, yes. But blaming folks for things that happened hundreds of years before they were alive? You may as well accuse these humans around us of starting the Great Wars. I'm going to say, how do you know our language? Skathatch just stares at you. Ubin says, you talk like us. Where did you learn? He says, heard little trade with Mans in Mud. Ubin says, I think he means our bog friends, the cragsmen. Have you found the food you were seeking? He says, enough for time, my guess. 2 others take to herd in south. His host scuffed the ground during certain words. Hakan says, just those 2? What about you and the couple? Skathatch, Roek, Didru stay. This herd help. We help this herd. Oh. Thank you. Skathatch nods in a movement that uses most of his upper body. He says, man, Varl, Horseborn. Same herd. Funny. Ubin chuckles as the group separates. Alright, so we have... Hold on. We've got horse people. Okay, Skathatch. Horseborn... okay, what's that mean? Trample. The Horseborn charges forward and tramples an enemy, then attacks from behind. The enemy suffers strength damage during the charge, is subsequently struck for 1 strength per tile. The Horseborn moved before the trample and is left concussed. Okay, and then hit and run. The Horseborn takes his normal movement, then can attack or take another action. Once the action is complete, he can move again up to 3 spaces. Ooh, like that. Roek. Mule kick. The horseborn delivers a devastating kick with his powerful horse's legs, damaging the target's armor, sending him flying across the battlefield and leaving him stunned when he lands. Any other unit unfortunate enough to be in the path of the flying enemy suffers a violent hit as well. Be careful who is hit. Okay, he's got hit and run. Diedru. Poison tipped. Ooh. The horseborn uses a javelin tipped with a deadly poison to make sure her enemy doesn't forget her after the initial sting of her attack passes. The ill target becomes unable to secure their own ground and is able to be moved through. Poisons like this are often used against high-strength enemies to wear them down over time or on a large unit that is blocking past the other areas of the board. Oh, we like that. Free roam. While moving, each willpower the horseman spends allows her to travel 2 tiles instead of 1. Okay, yeah, I dig that. You know what? Ivan, I like you, buddy, but I think I'm going to go with Deirdre. So she's level 5. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll give her strength. Okay. Wait, she has a spear? So she can probably do the diagonal attacks. I like, she's highly mobile. You know what? Hold on. Mule kick. And trample. Range of 4. We'll go with him. So we'll go like that. Crit chance. There we go. All right, yeah, we'll try that. That way we have 2 viral, 2 horse people, 2 humans. We got range. We got a highly mobile person or horse person. Okay. Yeah, we had good. Oh, great. Okay, let's see. No, time. Okay. We're going to go and end the session here. And I'm going to do the training in the off the stream. But yeah, we got some horse people here, some new people. I'm excited. Ooh. We don't have very many fighters though. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go and end the session. I am having a lot of fun with this game, and I hope you guys are too. If you are, please like, subscribe, follow, share, all the fun stuff. We put out new videos every day. In that regard, I hope you're having a great day wherever you are, and we will see you tomorrow, everybody. Bye now.